Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys from my whip, and you are listening to another Re-Up podcast episode. The time right now is 9:06 in the morning, yes, and we are going to our Amazon block today, and it is also Thursday, May 22nd. So yeah, I'm going on this trip by myself. Rob is still sleeping, and I told him that I would take care of it today. So I have this block today. I think it's supposed to go on until 2 o'clock. I think my block starts at like 10:30. I think. I swear it was like it changed twice on me. I think they do that, and what's so silly of me is that I didn't even screenshot my shift, but I swore it was like at 10:45, and then it changed to 10:15, and then now it's like 10:30. So I don't know. I really need to start screenshotting my shifts because things have been happening, and I have yet to post those episodes. Oh my gosh, I'm like 2 or 3 episodes behind, and I keep trying to like pick up where I left off. And one of them, I successfully did it. It was like 3 days of content, like short content that I did a mashup on. I think that's like the previous episode before this one, but go check it out. Where I kind of talk about it a little bit, I guess. But yeah, I'm just, I'm eager to start, begin, and end today's block. Like, so bad. I just want to get back home and figure out what I should be doing next. My parents, they actually moved back to the reservation yesterday, and I'm just, I don't know, like I feel lost without them in a bit, even though we kind of step on each other's toes a little bit, but that's in any household. But just missing my parents above all, and just trying to show them that I can handle this life. I mean, I'm 40 years old. I just turned 40 last month, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. We all still need our parents, okay? Like, for me, I need my parents' guidance. I do need my parents' approval. I need their hugs, their laughter, their tears, everything. Their advice, their scolding, their, disciplining. Like, I need all of that still. And I believe that's what mainly pushes me and gets me through the day. So yeah, just missing them. But most of all, like, I'm trying to show them that, like, I'm okay. Like, I'm trying, and I'm okay. And my parents, they believe in me. I don't believe in me. I'm trying, and I feel like I crash and burn a lot. Like, a lot. And just Rob is helping me keep afloat. Such a big help. Kind of sad that he's not here with me right now. But when he goes back to Cali in a couple days, it's gonna have to be back to this. So just trying to, I guess, test the waters of doing this on my own. And I don't want to let anybody down. You know, I don't want to let Rob down. I don't want to let my parents down, even though they tell me that, oh, you can never let us down. Like, sometimes I feel it. Like, I feel the shame or whatever. But I know this is the re-up, and I'm probably touching bases on things that you may feel don't belong on the re-up, and you're just like, man, like, I'm just out here trying to get this money, trying to keep my fucking feelings out of it. And you know what? I wish I could do that. I wish I could just be so fucking numb to everybody's bullshit going on around me, or like what they're like trying to do to me and like other people, like on the road, like, you know, all this you know, trying to scare people on the road, and, you know, trying to take people off purposely on the road, and, you know, everybody's letting off their frustrations while changing lanes, and, you know, riding up on you so close behind you and flipping you off. And, you know, like, it's like, what the fuck, you know? Like, I don't know, like, me, I'm when it comes to the road, I am very easily triggered, and I need a lot of what I said to get me through a shift, to get me through a block. I need love. I need tears. I need hugs. I need conversation. I need laughter. I need music. I need, you know, some positive shit. But, you know, I can't, and I don't think I ever will be as good as everybody else when it comes to, like, just, you know, saying, like, fuck people, I'm gonna be numb, I'm gonna, you know, put up this wall, and, like, I can't do that, like, all day. I would fucking love to. I would love to be that way, but, man, like, I just suck at it. I'm good at a whole bunch of other things, don't get me wrong, but, like, I suck at that. Like, I really, really suck at that. Oh, man. And I just see, like, okay, I'm just now starting my day, and I got already one asshole behind me. And it's like, we're in a school zone, 25 miles per hour. I'm just following the law. Okay, and trust me, like, through a 25, I go like a 30, but, like, there's another vehicle in front of me. So, yo, bro, I can't go nowhere. Fuck's wrong with you? But anyways, like, I'm really trying not to look in my rear view. And I do that a lot. Like, I fucking look around at all my mirrors, and I just, like, I'm the one going insane. You know how somebody that, like, does wrong shit or does bad shit, they're always looking over their shoulder, and, you know, because they thought, or they're, like, trying to get away with shit. Like, that's what the fuck I look like. And it's these people that make me look like that. And it's like, they're the psychopaths. They're the ones that they can't give me or anybody room. It's just, it's crazy. But anyways, once he passes, then I'm sure he'll calm the fuck down, because fuck, man. And you know what? I always say that, like, everybody, people that drive like that, they need to get into a really fuck shit accident, man. Like, they just, and all by themselves, not taking an innocent bystander with them, an innocent driver that follows the law, you know, that chooses safety, you know, that's kind-hearted. Like, these fuckhead people, these fuckhead drivers, man, like, they just need to go down by themselves and take their fucking cars with them. Like, total that motherfucker, you know? Like, I don't like to wish bad on people, but except those motherfuckers, right? But see, I'm the one that's looking fucking crazy, but like, man, it's these people. It's these people, though. You know, like, what is everybody's opinions on these types of people, you know? I don't even think you could get a cop to answer that, because cops be driving the same way. You know, they'll pull you over for not signaling, but when they turn, they're not signaling either. And one time I got pulled over for that, and I was like, you didn't signal either? And he's like, don't get smart. And I'm like, I'm just telling you the truth, you know? Like, just because you wear a gun and a badge, or you're hiding behind a gun and a badge, you're fucking using it, you know, to be a smart ass, you know? But anyways, yo, I can't be like that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. I admire drivers that are very fucking patient. Like, I admire these diesel truck drivers, right, that travel the fucking country, and like, they're big motherfuckers, and they can't just squeeze into any old, you know, space. They have no choice but to like sit in traffic. Like, they can't, you know, maneuver around people, or they can't speed it up, and they can't slow down in time. Like, you know, they got the ultimate fucking patience. That's just, it's like, man, I want that, you know? Like, I want to be that strong. I look at that as a strength, because me getting so upset, like, I feel like that is it's a flaw of mine, you know? And you know, I end up looking like these other people, you know? Like, I have fucking no patience. Like, sometimes I will peel around people, and like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, man, it happened to me twice last night. Like, I was trying to leave a parking space, and some motherfucker like just thought it was cool to just park out in front of me as I was trying to turn, and I still went ahead anyway, damn near almost hitting him. But he couldn't go nowhere else. Like, he fucking made that choice. Like, he could have just waited for me to get out of the parking lot before trying to swoop in. Like, dude, like, if I hit you, that would have been your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just common sense, right? But I don't take that shit as my fault. I really don't. Like, even if a cop were to show up and be like, yo, you could have stopped. Well, they could have stopped. Why am I getting it? You know? But to them, it's like, oh, because you hit them. And it's like, well, he was, what is it? What's that fucking word? I use it all the time. Trying to intimidate, or trying to dictate the situation, trying to, you know, make it in his favor. You know what I'm saying? And yo, like, if I put a dent in your fucking vehicle, every time you see that dent, you'll be thinking about me, and not to fucking do that shit, play that shit again. So me, like, you pay for shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your whip goes out, you gotta pay for another one, or you gotta get it fixed. If you total your fucking shit, guess what? You go and get another fucking vehicle. Like, this whole being obsessed over like things, right? Being obsessed over things, man. And let me tell you, I am materialistic. Just Rob doesn't think so, but I think I am, because I work so hard and so long for things. And I've had things broken. I've had things taken, stolen, misplaced. And I always got that shit back. You know what I mean? Like, but when it's in my possession, like, yo, that's mine. That's fucking mine. And let me tell you, like, I've given up cars, whips, fucking, I had my vehicles broken into, and, yeah, like, it sucks. I get mad, I get pissed, extra fucking pissed, especially when fucking no one does anything about it. They're just like, oh, well, these things happen. And it's like, yeah, well, fucking do your job and find a motherfucker that did this, And sometimes, like, I get over it. I get over it. I'm the one paying. I'm the one having to, like, go through all the paperwork and, things like that. Just whatever it is. It don't have to necessarily be a car, like a vehicle. It don't necessarily have to be that. But it's just that I don't get bent out of shape. Well, I guess I do. But, it's just, oh, this guy. See, this is what I don't understand. See, like, this is just gonna be like a full-blown fucking rant podcast. But, like, there's this guy pulling this, in a truck. It's always a stupid ass in a truck pulling a fucking trailer full of shit. And, like, they tail you, and then they're just, like, thinking that it's smart to peel around you while pulling a fucking trailer full of shit. And that's, like, some fucking, like, some tires on the road. But, yeah, and then they try to, like, cut you off with, again, while pulling a fucking trailer. And it's just like, man, like, I don't know how you can safely determine that it's safe to, pull in front of somebody while angry, while pulling a fucking trailer. It's fucking dangerous, but people, they just don't care about you. They don't care if they flip their whole shit. They don't give a fuck if one of their tools go flying out of their fucking trailer. They want to be first, and they want to be right. That's wild to me. And see, like, people, they're just riding up behind me, and it's like, I will pull over, but there's a fucking car on the right side of me. There's a fucking car on the left side of me. And if you give me a chance, see, like, right now, I'm pulling into the right fucking lane. And then you got this motherfucker that's like, fucking fine lane. And they just, like, they peel right past me like they're teaching me a lesson. Like they thought that if they ride up real close to me, that they're scaring me and intimidating me. And, like, oh my goodness, I should pull over. Like, nah, motherfucker. Like, I'm trying to get the fuck away from you. Because you're a dangerous person on the fucking road, and I give a fuck about my safety. I fucking got a family that loves me, and they want me to come home safe and sound and fucking happy. But because of you, that may not even fucking happen. I could either be dead, seriously hurt, on the side of the fucking road, unhappy, and crying and suffering. Like, people, they just don't fucking care, man. They don't fucking care. And it's annoying. Oh my gosh, more tires on the road. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and it's the fucking summer. And yesterday, I believe the highest was like 105. Right now, it's 91. It's gonna get hotter, so yeah, by the time I'm done, it's probably gonna be like 105, something like that, maybe. But I hope I'm not like too fucking far, because yeah, $97 for this block, it's pretty hefty considering the fact that during the summertime, Amazon, they don't hardly have any available blocks, and if they do, people snatch them the fuck up so fucking quick. And I'm thankful that I have this block today, and then I have another one tomorrow, and tomorrow's block is a little bit higher pay, so I'm like seriously happy about that. So yeah, that was like a 20-minute intro. All right, let's get into what's happened. Where just Rob and I, we talked about how Amazon wasn't following their own rules. And okay, so this is an update, and I'm very, very happy with it. So I may have to go back and listen to what we shared, but I'm almost positive that we said like, hey, we scheduled a block, and I received the block, but then the app started glitching hella bad, and it kept saying that it was looking for a block for me. And Amazon's rule is that if they don't give you a block by a certain time, that you will still be compensated the full amount of the block. My time exceeded that, and I was supposed to get my pay, right? Because we fucking waited. And when I was on the phone, like during the time that I was going through these glitches, I hit up support, and I talked with a woman, and I was like, hey, I scanned the thing, I got the block, but then it just like went away. And then she was like, I see that you have a block for like, I think she said like 50 packages or something like that. And I was like, okay, but I don't have anything like on my screen. And she was like, oh, well, I assigned it to you. And I was like, there's still nothing on my screen. And so she's telling me to take the cart and just like load it. And I could not get the app to function. She's telling me like, close out the app and pull it back up. And so I did that, and it was still telling me that it was looking for a block for me. And so she was like, okay, sign out and then sign back in. And then I tried that. It still wouldn't do anything. So she was like, well, I already assigned it to you. And I'm just like, there is nothing. Like, even if I were to like do what she's telling me, like it's still, the app is still all fucked up. I said, there's no way I can scan the packages. And I don't know what the fuck these people fucking think, that I'm just going, or that anybody can just load the packages without numbering them and sorting them. Because when we get to our first like drop off, like you expect us to like scramble through all the packages while at the location. You know how fucking long that's gonna take going through 50 fucking packages? But anyway, these fucking people think that it's like super easy, and it's like not. Like we need them fucking numbered. But most of all, I needed the thing to come out. I needed my screen to work. But anyways, long story short, so she did that on her side, right? And then I called again, And I was like, hey dude, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything on my phone. And, you know, I told him it exceeded the time. And will I be compensated for this? And he was like, oh, well, we'll send you an email. Usually within 24 hours to 48 hours. This will not affect you. You know, that type of shit. And so I was like, okay, cool. I just wanted to know, and I needed him to say, and I needed to hear that I was going to be compensated, because that's their rule. They're the ones that made up that rule. I didn't suggest it. I didn't, you know. You said that. You guys said that. So, you know, the next day, I checked my account. There was like nothing in there. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so pissed. Like, I took screenshots. I even took a fucking, like a screen recording of every time that when I press like refresh, or like when I close out that app and pull it back up. Like, nothing. Like, I had all that shit. I had all that shit. And I hit up customer service in the chat. The dude was a dick, because he just left the chat. Like, he just left. Like, he was just like, oh, well, you will not be compensated, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, motherfucker. And then when I tried talking back to him with more fucking questions, he left. He fucking left. And then I get this fucking email like, oh, how did the dude do? Man, I fucking reported his ass. I was like, he just left. Okay, like he just fucking left. He didn't give a fuck. He was not, you know, he did not assist me, but, you know, all of that shit. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and send an email, right? And with these fucking, like, these websites, these fucking apps, like, they just, like, they have so many, like, customer service links, but it was almost like they cannot tell if you're a customer or an actual Amazon employee or an independent contractor. They don't fucking know if you're a merchant or a seller on Amazon. Like, their whole thing is, like, so fucked up. Everything's fucked up. And I just started, you know, like, I wrote this email, and I will read it to you guys when I get to the station, because obviously I can't right now because I'm driving. And I was just copying and pasting all what the fuck I wrote every fucking where. And I made it fucking clear. And yeah, I even threw in something like, just because a bitch can rig it from wherever the fuck she was at, you know, on their fucking computer, like something like that, that does not mean it is the same thing for me here. You know, and I made a point like, yo, I took screenshots, I have a screen recording, I have a fucking video fucking showing and proving that shit. And you guys are trying to enforce these rules, right? But you're not doing it. Fucks up with that. So, yeah, all of that was, it was just like, holy shit, this is a whole fucking mess. And I truly, like, I'm just following the rules, you know what I mean? Like, I fucking showed up, I did everything that I was supposed to be doing, and, like, the app is glitching, and they're blaming you. They're just like, oh, what type of phone do you have? How old is your phone? Have you updated that app? And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to manipulate the situation that it can't possibly be the app. Like, it can't be, because Amazon is like the number one in retail, online stores and shit, where you can get your goods. But it can't be Amazon. And it's like, when you look at the Amazon app, like, everything just looks like a child's app. It's like not even like you can just like see. Like, it's almost like you can't like trust it. It looks like a fucking beta version or some shit. So yeah, that's frustrating. But yeah, they're trying to make it so it's not their fault. And it's like, yo, like, it's technology. It's gonna fucking glitch. It's gonna fuck up. Like, it's not, and that's another thing that I said. Like, Amazon has all this money and they can't, like, produce, like, a better fucking app for the independent contractors. And I would really love to know how the app works, or how the apps are for DSP drivers. DSP drivers are the ones that drive the vans, the Amazon vans. And as far as I know, they're not employees of Amazon either. So you get in an accident in one of those, vans, shit, man, like, they dust and clean their hands off of you, like, they're just like, fuck, you're the one that smashed everything. Like, you're the one that has to deal with the accident now, as if it's your fault. So, man, like, these companies, and let me tell you something. This morning when I was like half asleep, I had a rough night. Like, I overate last night, and I overate, and I've done the most stupidest thing. I fucking laid down and fell asleep, and man, my belly this morning was like, I was still full. I couldn't move. The top of my belly was sore. Like, I fucking, like I was sleeping on a speed bump. You ever feel like that? Probably not. Probably just me. But, yeah, man, I fucking, I was like, I think I need like an Alka-Seltzer or something. And, anyhow, I was watching this video, and there was this chick. She had filed a lawsuit against. She didn't name the company, but she hit up a law firm because I guess she checked the receipt on an order that she was delivering, and she said that she delivered to that customer before, and because he knew her, he tipped her $24. And she didn't get that $24. I think she only got like a quarter of it, of the tip or something. And I was like, oh, that's fucked up. But she filed a lawsuit, I think in 2015, and then they hit her up in 2022. All these fucking years later, and they were like, oh yeah, we got you a settlement. And then she was like, okay, that's fine. And then they were like, no, like, this company has money, so we're gonna strike and get them for more. And she was like, oh, okay, well, just whatever you guys feel. So yeah, so, and she didn't disclose how much she got from that, but she was like, yeah, it took years, but she was like, it wasn't fair. And she was like, I'm happy with the settlement that I got. And she was like, even though I sued them, she was like, I still work for them. So I was like, holy shit, like, That's crazy. Like, I don't know, and I've heard that before. Like, I heard, like, people, like, suing, like, companies and shit, and, like, they still go back to work for them or something. But, I don't know, like, I had an accident when I worked at, Home Depot, and, like, I didn't, and I have a permanent injury. I'm still, like, suffering from that fall at Home Depot when I worked there. And, like, I mean, obviously I still shop there, because I would work and, I paint and stuff. Get my tools from there, whatnot. But I'm always, like, thinking, like, every time I see a Home Depot banner outside of Home Depot saying, like, oh, now hiring, like, I kind of want to, but I'm like, I don't think they would, like, let me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would be like, oh, she might want to hurt herself again and then sue us again this time. Like, we're not going to hire her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they have my shit on file. But it's like, yo, like, I'm not that fucked up. See, there's another motherfucker, like, so close behind me, man. So stupid. Fucking keep your distance. Jeez. Anyway. So, yeah, like, I always, like, I think about that. Like, it's so hard to, like, stand up to these companies when, like, they make it so that you're the loser. And that was something else that she was talking about in her video, where, like, they know that they're scamming us, they're taking advantage of us, and they're, like, dipping into, like, our tips, or it's, they don't want to pay you for, like, any more time that you spent doing a job. They don't pay you for the miles to get to the job. And, I get it. Like, if I were to work or get a job at, like, a Home Depot that was, like, 20 miles away, and obviously, like, we drive there, it's like, we're actually, like, employed, like, it's our responsibility to get to the place, right, without them, but it's like, if we're using our own vehicle and we're independent contractors, like, and you have all this, you're a fucking $1 trillion company, and you just can't, or just refuse to compensate at least a percentage based off of where the person is coming from, or, like, driving from. Like, you just don't want to do that. Like, that's kind of messed up of you, like. But again, we are all, like, just, we're just all in the same boat, like, we just all have to just do it, and we get suckered doing it. We just do. Because they're taking advantage of people that are, like, desperate. Like, they're taking advantage of people that it is just impossible for some of us to get, like, an actual job. Like myself, I can't just get a job that I want without some kind of, like high school diploma. Like, I can't. It's hard for some people. Like, people want to make it seem like, oh, it's so easy to get a job. Like, no, there's a lot of people that would love to work, but they can't. And people say, oh, well, they shouldn't have fucked up, or, they shouldn't have gotten themselves into trouble, or they should have stayed in school, that types of bullshit. But it's like, that doesn't prove, it doesn't prove that they're not hardworking people, though. Okay, this person's like confused. There's like all these fucking construction things going on. There's every time I see construction, man, like I just think about this guy. He does like TikToks and stuff, and like he's really funny. Like he was talking about like how Gen Z's talk, and you know, like they talk all cherry and you know all of that. Can I sit? We gonna find out. So this guy, he's like, yeah, if you live in Arizona, like expect like just construction zones like everywhere, like for no reason. That shit just at me, because it is kind of true. It is true, man. Like there's just, yeah, like construction zones, like, and they're just like in splotches, man, and it's so annoying. And you're just like, fuck, hell no. Okay, I'm gonna park my car in a way where I'm not in the sun, because I don't have a I don't have like a sun hat. Like I don't have like a garden hat or something. Alright, hold on, let me I have to break out the old school visors because it's hot. Okay. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so let me pull up the thing that I sent them. Okay, so the email that I sent them, that I sent to every fucking email that I could find, this is what I wrote. I am missing payment of $97 for waiting over the promised time I would receive a block. That is Amazon's rule and they are not fulfilling it. I waited to receive a block for over half an hour and have not received anything. It is not my fault that I have not received a block to do my job. I like my compensation since I had booked this block days in advance, came to the location and waited, had nothing but issues receiving my block. I called customer service twice and both of them could not help me. Just because they can rig it on their end is a different outcome for me at the station. It is unfair and I have screenshots and a video showing that every time I refresh the app, it states that it is still looking for a block for me. I like my promised compensation that Amazon has said they would give anyone that does not receive a route over waiting their scheduled time. And here's the good news, people. I received the compensation, right? And I received it twice. Yes. I'm pleased about that. Because talk about the stress. Nobody talks about the stress. And that's the shit that they put on us. Yes. Fuck that. So that got resolved and I'm very happy with the email that I wrote. And it was the truth. I wasn't lying about any of it. Because I'm a very honest person. I don't bullshit around. Like, I take everything that I do, even if other people don't. Like, if people think that delivery driving jobs is a poor kind of fucking job to have and they don't respect delivery drivers, fuck you. Anything that gives you money that comes with a W-2 where you still have to pay your fucking taxes, that's a fucking job. That's a job. You fucking moron. So, why would I play about this? Like, I could understand if I kept complaining all the time. Like, I mean, I know I complain a lot on the re-up, but I don't harass them with emails or phone calls or chats. Like, if I was like a total nuisance, like almost every time I did a block, I could understand them being like, no, we're not giving you shit. You've already, we think you're scamming us. Like, I could understand that, but I'm not doing that. Like, you guys issued this shit, So, alright, I am going to go chill inside the station. I'm just gonna chill out and, maybe use the restroom, get my block and be, number them, sort them, get them all loaded up, and I'm gonna be on my merry way. And I want to be happy on this block, and I hope I only get like 30 packages. I know it would be great if I had 12 packages for $97, but 30 packages, maybe 40, like that's it. Like I do not want to do 41 plus, but I'm really hoping that it's 30 packages to 40 packages. Like, I'm cool with that, and I want to be near my home, and yeah, like no stomach issues, because, man, like, I was so uncomfortable this morning. I was so uncomfortable. Like, I was sitting up in my living room on the couch, just, like, trying and hoping to digest. So, that was my issue. I had a hard time digesting. So, yeah, it wasn't the other stuff. Honestly, like usual. No. It was something else. But anyhow, thank you all so much for pressing play. I hope you guys learned something. And I will let you guys know in the next episode how much packages I had and all of that stuff. Alright? So I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And I will talk to you guys then. Peace.